ka-global!
Mga ka-global, magandang hapon sa inyong lahat.
Well, nandito tayo ngayon sa capital of the UAE dahil, partner?
Dahil we are on our pilot episode and we'll be interviewing a very special guest.
Kaya kaabangan yan. By the way, my name is John Luna.
And this is Hjayceelyn Quintana for
the Global Filipino Show! Aba ka, partner, ang ganda mo naman ngayon. Ano bang tawag ng kulay na yan?
Well, I think this is called mustard yellow.
Perfect na perfect for our pilot episode, di ba?
Yes, I am really very much in contrast with our flag. So,
exactly.
And you really look good with this barong.
Thank you very
barong
much.
Tagalog.
I'm really proud to wear this. By the way, we have, tulad nga ng sinabi mo sa ating teasers, ay the long wait is over, kumbaga.
It is.
How many months of preparation, by the way, just for us to stage our very first pilot episode, kumbaga?
I think it took us not less than 6 months, if I recall. But of course, the concept was actually implanted on us, and we had been contemplating it way back then. And later, during the interview with our special guest, you will understand when and how and why.
The Global Filipino Show. Ano nga ba ang ating show na ito? Pag-uusapan natin ang mga kwento ng tagumpay ng ating mga kababayan dito sa UAE, and we call them the Global Filipinos.
That's correct. And when we speak about tagumpay, I think, partner, in English, simply it's success.
Success.
And I think for me, it is very, very subjective.
Very
right?
subjective.
Yes. So, mga ka-global, on this show, we'll be tackling and talking to people, interviewing guests who will be sharing with us and highlighting their tagumpay, a success in the careers, in their health, in their causes, advocacies.
Success in family.
In wealth, of course, we should not forget that as well. And marami pa po.
So do watch out in the coming episodes. Dito lang yan sa The Global Filipino Show. At antabayanan nyo po dahil paparating na at makakausap na natin. We're going to interview a very special guest sa ating show.
Yes, and yan ay sa pagbabalik ng
The Global Filipino Show!
Hi, ako si Dave para sa The Global Filipino Show. Hi, ako si Melody para sa The Global Filipino Show.
Hi, ako po si Gluvinter para sa The Global Filipino Show.
Hi, I'm Claire from The Global Filipino Show. Hi, ako po si May para sa The Global Filipino Show. Hi, I'm Annalyn from The Global Filipino Show.
Yo, yo, yo! What's up mga ma'am and sir? My name is Kenneth. Welcome to The Global Filipino Show.
Hi, ako si Wine para sa The Global Filipino Show.
Hi, I'm Mervin from The Global Filipino Show.
Hi, ako po si Abigail para sa The Global Filipino Show.
And we're back dito sa The Global Filipino Show. Again, my name is John Luna.
And this is Hjayceelyn Quintana.
Aba, partner, talagang excited ako. Very first, or let's say, the pilot episode of our show, kakaabangan yan every single week. Sino nga ba ang ating guest for today?
Well, for today, we have a very special guest. I believe kung masatawag natin siyang isang role model ng isang global Filipino, I think, feeling ko nga, partner, medyo kulang yan, ano? Medyo kulang yung adjectives, yung description na yan, ano? But just in the next few minutes, makikilala po natin ng lubusan itong ating guest and yung kanyang mga visions of how a global Filipino should really be. Sino nga ba sila?
Well, she is in fact a global Filipino herself. She is a diplomat, having served the Philippine diplomatic missions in various capitals in the world, such as Beijing, China, Washington, D.C. in US of A, Dublin, Ireland, Muscat, Oman, and now in Abu Dhabi, UAE.
She also has held important positions at the different offices in the Department of Foreign Affairs in Manila, such as the Office of United Nations and International Organizations Office of the Secretary of Foreign Affairs, Office of ASEAN and Pacific Affairs, and Office of Middle East and Africa as Assistant Secretary. And partner, mahaba pa po ang profile ng ating guest. But then I can't wait, ladies and gentlemen, to introduce to you no other than
Ambassador Hjayceelyn Quintana.
Yes,
Thank you so much. Thank you. Maraming salamat po. Magandang Magandang Pilipinas sa inyong lahat.
Wow, I like that. Magandang Pilipinas.
That's what I learned when I went to Gensan. They say, instead of good morning or magandang umaga, they say magandang Gensan.
Wow.
I really like
Magandang
that.
Pilipinas sa inyong lahat.
See, I have something to copy again.
Exactly.
It's really my honor to be part of this pilot episode.
You know, when we came to Abu Dhabi, we were actually welcomed by the grandiest mosque in the UAE, yung Grand Mosque on our way here, talaga naman. And we are very, very much honored to be here with you on our pilot episode. Sino nga ba ang worthy na ilalagay sa ating pilot episode? Siyempre, si Amba. Yan. Thank you very much for giving us this opportunity.
Yes, and speaking about the Global Filipino Show, the audience will understand in a little while kung bakit nga po ba si Amba, apart from being the ambassador of the Philippines to the UAE. Ma'am, thank you so much.
Yes, Lou.
Yes.
We have some few questions to ask. We need to know you a little more better, by the way. How did your passions to serve the Filipinos start? Kailan siya nagsimula?
Well, siguro malaking ehemplo sa akin yung aking ama. He was also in the public service. He was a public prosecutor. So, naituro sa akin upang sa murang gulang na talagang kailangan tayo ay may malasakit sa kapwa. Yung passion na nakuha ko sa kanya sa pag-serve sa ating publiko, I think doon galing yun. He entered politics and that really exposed me to a lot of realities. And I was able to develop the idea even then that being in government gives you a special platform. You know, now you can influence certain policies and certain decisions, and yung iyong personalidad bilang opisyal ay talagang magagamit mo doon to make a difference. So, yung passion na yun siguro galing doon.
Right. So I'm happy to hear that because I'm one Papa's girl as well. Well, thank you for that enlightenment, ma'am. Actually, next question would be, in your long years in service, ano po bang nabago kay Miss Quintana?
Ito nga ang aking kinatutuwa, Lou, kasi yung passion hindi nawala.
Oh,
Alam
yes.
mo, pag ikaw ay matagal na sa gobyerno, kahit saan siguro, no? Parang humihina yung idealism mo.
Right.
Medyo baliktad sa akin, lalong lumalakas. And only because I have reached a stage where I can really make a difference. No? Doon ka nagsimula sa aming diplomatic service, we rise in rank. No? So ngayon na nandito ako sa posisyon na ito, mas parang nakikita ko na mas marami pa akong pwedeng gawin. So natutuwa ako doon personally sa aking nakikita sa aking sarili dahil hindi siya nagbabago at hindi siya humihina. Hindi ako nawawalan ng pag-asa, in other words. Yeah.
Was it different serving from different countries?
Yeah.
Was it your approach was different rather?
It's the same because you know in diplomacy you engage in the relations between the two countries. So it's very much the same siguro kahit sa. Ang mag-iiba yung issues, no? Let's say with the United States, iba syempre yung issues natin. Dito sa UAE, iba rin. But the approach is the same, diplomatic yung approach. The engagement is the same in terms of how you make representation. But here it's really challenging because we're still developing the relationship and we're still expanding it. You know, may mga bansa kasi na isa lang issue mo. But now I think we are able to really explore a lot of areas for cooperation, and I think that's really one thing that I want to focus on to explore as many areas as possible.
Yeah. Is it difficult to be the overall head of the bureaucratic system of the Filipinos here in the Middle East? Gaano kahirap?
Well, yung bureaucracy dito, yun yung embahada at saka yung consulate general natin sa Dubai. So, in a way, this is I have 67 colleagues here, and maybe in the consulate, there's probably something around the same number siguro, no?
Yeah.
So I have full oversight on both posts, no, here in Abu Dhabi and Dubai, and of course we have a Consul General in Dubai. But on policy matters, I have full oversight. I think may disiplina kasi ang ating diplomasya.
Yeah.
May disiplina, kaya hindi siya mahirap na i-manage. You know, we know our protocol, we know our we know the issues. So, in terms of being the head of that structure, no, I don't. It's inspiring actually, no, that you have all these colleagues working together. So, bilang head nga nitong, ayoko sabihin bureaucracy kasi pag bureaucracy parang passive, di ba? Yeah. Ang tingin ko doon ay kami ay nagpapakita lamang ng kung ano ang aming brand dapat ng serbisyo. Yun ang, and they're very cooperative, of course, because of that discipline that we have. So,
kasi,
and professionalism.
If you come to think about it, parang ang hirap because, you know, considering, I don't know about the demographics, we're talking about more than 700,000 Filipinos.
In terms of the community.
Yeah.
Actually, hindi lamang yun ang iniisip ng ating embahada because the embassy or the ambassador represents the interests of the Philippines. So, hindi lamang yung 700,000 na Filipinos dito, kundi pretty much the 105 million Filipinos all over, you know, in the Philippines.
Yeah.
So, kasama yun kasi yung interest na nire-represent mo ay hindi naman dun sa isang sektor lamang, kundi yung national interest. Because sometimes personal interests will differ from the national interest. So it's always going to be a balancing act between yung tunay mong trabaho at yung expectations sa'yo. And I think you just have to be firm about why your mission, no? What you came here for. Malinaw sa amin yun, mga ina-assign bilang ambassador, kung ano yung tunay na mission, no? Pero to engage with the public is a different, altogether different matter because there are expectations that sometimes are very hard to meet, no? But so with the balancing of these, you know, not competing but varied interests, talagang challenging.
Right. And I think, ma'am, I'd like to just go back into what you've shared earlier. Na for you, it's kind of opposite, di ba, partner? For most people, yung passion is parang ningas kugon po, ano? But then for you, you said it's the opposite. The longer you are in the service, parang it burns, you know, brighter and bigger. So I think, ma'am, do you think it is to do with you? Dahil natatagal po kayo sa service, yung exposure po nila, yung engagement po ninyo sa tao, mas nagiging, doon po yung parang nag-uugnay sa inyo sa passion na yan?
No, I tend to believe that it's because of my faith in the Lord. Yun ang nagpa-fire ng aking vision. Because to be in this kind of position and to be in a post like this, you have to be guided by a bigger wisdom.
Of course.
Wisdom and, you know, and a sense of purpose. Because madali lang naman just to cruise along, diba? Hindi naman tayo kailangang may vision eh. Hindi naman kailangan yata na kailangan, you know, marami naman kaming ginagawang trabaho na hindi kailangan mag-advokasya pa kami ng kung ano, no? So that is an addition because you want to be able to make do with what you see, you know. It's like the potential that you see, you just cannot disregard that, no? Because we just get assigned in a country and, you know, we don't stay very long. So what can you really do in that short span of time, no? But to be able to use that position, which a lot of people
and to maximize it.
To maximize it, to use that position to influence a lot of things, yun ang hindi mo kailangan siguro kalimutan din. And I said, you know, the passion needs to be there because time flies so fast, you know. How much can you really do, you know? So I'm very, very protective of that concept of, you know, using that position to be able to maximize your.
Well, generally for a community, you will be, you are actually the highest ranking Filipino official here in the UAE. Well, how do you attach and detach yourself from the community?
I don't need to attach or detach, you know. I am what I am. I just do what I have to do. I want to reach out as many, to reach as many Filipinos as possible. You know, this country is not that big in terms of, you know, moving around, and so I can do trips, you know, in a day and meet as many Filipinos as I could. And the reason I do that is because I need to know what their situation is, and it's a two-way dialogue, you know, and they tell me also what their thoughts are.
Right.
So I don't detach. I maybe better to say I reach out. Yeah, I reach out.
Yeah, so I think this brings me to my next question. Ma'am, what is your vision for the global Filipinos? But before you answer that question, I think I just want to really take this time to highlight to our audience, our viewers, that actually the Global Filipino Show, Amba Quintana is in fact the very person who has inspired us to put this together. Because the Global Filipino, she's one of the major proponent of that concept, of that belief, you know. So ma'am, what is your vision for the Global Filipinos?
Lou, I think nabuo yan sa akin kaisipan because of my experience in the different regions of the world. No? America, American continent, Europe, Asia. Doon ko nakita na ang mga Pilipino are able to integrate themselves. And that's why the vision to project that, no? That these are not just nothing wrong with being a worker, but they're more than that, because they're an important part of the society they were in.
That's true.
So if you're just a worker, parang hindi nakaka-capture yung reality. And I am not inventing the reality, it's what I saw. Like for example, in the 1970s, nagsa-start pa lang ang pagpunta ng mga Pilipino sa Middle East. Pero ngayon, makakakilala ka 23 years na dito, 10 years na, you know, 11 years, no? So, what does that make them? If in fact they are actually already here. Important sector of this society. Yung lipunan na kanilang ginagalawan. So kailangan ma-capture mo yun. That's why I say they are the global Filipinos. Hindi na lang sila basta pumunta para magtrabaho. They're already there, and the societies that have welcomed them have really valued them very highly.
Yes. That's true.
And if you don't project that, then may kulang para sa akin. So that's why I challenge myself. How do you really promote this kind of idea? You know, I don't want to appear like I'm changing things in terms of terminologies or not. It's something I cannot do in a short span that I'm here. But it is really just to open up the minds of our kababayans that you are more than that. So I want you to shine.
Yeah. Right. So should we not call ourselves OFW then?
Alam mo, kung gusto mong gawin, sabihin nyo, wala namang problema. Ang atin lang ay dinadagdag natin. Idinadagdag natin yung konsepto na you are more than that. You are more.
Because I think by context and by substance.
Controversial kasi pag may binabago ka, diba? Or meron kang kinakalimutan. Hindi ko balak gawin yon. Ang aking gusto sanang ma-share sa inyo ay dagdagan pa yung mas malinaw pang pagtingin sa sarili.
Well, how does one become a global Filipino? Sino po ba sa tingin nyo ang isang global Filipino? At paano po ba nagiging global Filipino ang isang Pinoy na katulad ko?
The 700,000 Filipinos who are in the UAE, they're all global Filipinos.
Wow.
Yes.
Gusto ko yan.
So partner, it's not only me who is already 23 years in the UAE. It's not only you.
That's a revelation. I've been here for 12 years.
For 12 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yes, so I think in Mom's context, it is really the substance and essence of being global Filipinos.
In order to make it in a country, no, talagang kailangan nandun yung lakas ng loob mo. Nandun yung kumpiyansa mo sa sarili. Yun ang global Filipino. And not many can be like that.
That's true.
And that's why I said, anyone who comes or goes abroad should be global Filipinos. Na merong pananaw na hindi ikaw ang magiging pabigat, ikaw ang magiging solusyon. Sa bayan, at sa pamilya, at sa lahat. Yung lakas ng loob na yun. Yun ang dala-dala mo.
Alright.
Okay.
Ma'am, so I think it's partner, it's really very enlightening and very inspiring to hear these words from you, ma'am. And I think we would like to really thank you for this. And maybe as just to kind of top this with the most important lines coming from you, addressing our audience on how do you think we can help as global Filipinos in pursuing the mga tawag natin dito, mga development goals ng inyo pong pamahalaan.
How can you help? By being the best person that you can be.
Alright. Okay.
Starting today.
Yeah.
Anyway, we are going to have a video with our correspondent, by the way. We're going to transfer you to Miss Justine. Magbabalik po tayo dito lang yan sa
The Global Filipino Show.
Hi, Lou at Jason. Nandito ako ngayon sa Algae Tower, isa sa mga branches ng Filipino Institute dito sa Abu Dhabi. At ngayon, meron silang mga personal na mensahe at katanungan para kay Ambassador. So, pakinggan natin yun galing mismo sa kanila. At nandito nga mismo ang Dean, si Sir Dean William.
Hello po.
Dean, ano po yung mensahe nyo para kay Ambassador?
Okay, good morning everyone. Kami po mula sa Filipino Institute Abu Dhabi. Bumabati ng isang magandang araw sa ating Ambassador na sana po magiging malusog ang kanyang pangangatan always para magampanan niya ang kanyang tungkulin sa amin bilang isang OFW.
Maraming salamat din at isa rin sa kanila mga estudyante. May tanong para sa inyo, Ambassador. Ayan.
Magandang hapon po sa inyo, Ambassador. Magandang araw sa inyong lahat, mga kaklase. Ako po'y lubos na nagpapasalamat na nabigyan po ng oportunidad ng Filipino Institute para mabigyan ng chance at makapag-aral kahit malayo sa Pilipinas. May tatanong lang po sana ako, Ambassador, paano niyo po ba kami matutulungan para maging global Pinoy po tayo? As in yung hindi lang po basta OFW kung ano-ano nang naiisip ng ibang tao. Gusto ko lang pong malaman para po marami din po sana tayong ma-inspired. Yun lang po. Maraming salamat.
At ayan nga, narinig nyo ang isa sa mga tanong ng mga caregiving student dito sa Filipino Institute. Balik sa inyo dyan sa studio.
Experience ko po dito sa ating embassy, Philippine Embassy sa Abu Dhabi. Yun nga po, nung nag-renew ako ng passport, mabilis naman ang serbisyo. Nagsimula ako sa online, then pagdating ko po dito, nasikaso naman nila ako po step by step, di nila ako pinabayaan at mabilis. Siguro, hindi ako nagtagal dito ng 1 oras, mga minutes lang, 5-10 minutes yan. Kaya okay, maganda. Mabuhay ang Pilipinas.
Dito po ako ngayon sa embassy. Ilang beses na rin akong bumalik-balik dito. At saka ngayon, nag-renew ako ng passport. Very good naman lahat. Ang masasabi ko, okay naman. Very accommodating naman sila, lalo na yung si Lady Guard. Dito din sa labas, bago ka pumasok. Pag may tanong ka, sinasagot naman nila kaagad. Tapos yung processing nila, napakabilis. Kaya, good po.
Simula sa pagpasok sa loob ng embassy, hanggang sa serbisyo ng mga tao, sobrang malaki ng ipinagbago. Isa ako sa mga naunang witness kung paano sila nag-umpisa. Nung umpisa, medyo ang daming adjustment. But if you notice, as the days pass and years pass, napakadami po talaga ng improvements. Lalong-lalo na po sa bilis ng serbisyo, wala nang mahabang pila at convenient po ng mga tao. Napakalaking bagay po, lalong-lalo na sa ating lahat na expat dito po sa Abu Dhabi, UAE. We are very grateful po sa mga namumuno ngayon ng ating pong embahada that we are really proud of what is going on, especially po in the future.
We are very blessed po to have a very, very accommodating embassy dahil hindi po lahat nabibigyan ng magandang embassy. The moment pa rin na pumasok po ako, hindi ka talaga maliligaw kasi po lahat po ng mga tao, they're very clear with their instructions and they make sure na smooth sailing po lagi yung magiging process po nung lalo na po ngayon sa renewal of passport namin, napakabilis po nung nangyari po na processing.
Ang masasabi ko lang po sa Philippine Embassy, very thankful po ako kasi ang bilis ng process and I'm very impressive po talaga. Tapos yung mga staff doon, very helpful and accommodating.
Ang masasabi ko lang po dito sa Philippine Embassy, they provide a good, excellent service sa mga Pilipino. You can see na nagpo-provide sila ng mabilis na pag-process ng mga papel. Good job, Filipinos here in Philippine Embassy.
Nagbabalik tayo ngayon sa The Global Filipino Show. Aba, nakita niyo naman ang video ng ating mga guest ang tatawagin natin dito sa embahada na nag-process kamakailan lang ng kanilang mga dokumento. Diba?
Right, and of course you have heard how happy and satisfied they are with the excellent service that they had been afforded with by our embassy and the staff, friendly staff. Imagine mo na lang pati sa Lady Guard.
Grabe, di ba? Well, going back to the question of one of our students or one of the students sa caregiving, dun kay Justine, tinatanong kasi kanina, papaano ba daw maging global Filipino ang isang caregiver na or caregiving student na kagaya niya?
Kailangan talaga when you are working abroad, you're working in an environment that is very competitive. So you have to make sure that you have the right skills and you have the right qualifications. Meron na tayong actually pinirmahan with National Qualifying Authority together with TESDA. At patuloy yan na pinalalago yung kanilang pag-uusap, no, kung paano mamimit yung mga standards. So, yun ang technical standards are very important, you know. And hindi pwedeng branding ka lang. Sure. Kailangan yung substance. And when people see you as really highly qualified, then that's how you become a global Filipino in the sense that your outlook, your skills are world class. Ang ayaw ko lang sana yung lip service lang na parang world class. Yes. Hindi yun ang world class na pananaw ay hindi naman kailangang napaka-high-tech ka. Ang world class na sinasabi natin ay ikaw ay may sense of responsibility sa sarili mo. Ikaw may self-confidence sa ginagawa mo. And you can only have that if you think that you have the right qualifications. Right. Kahit anong sabihin ko bilang ambassador na world class tayo, kung sa totoo alam mo na may kulang. And that's why, nasa sayo na rin. Train yourself. Maraming tumutulong sa komunidad. Gusto nila na tulungan kayo sa iba't ibang paraan. I was just having a meeting with the Bayanihan Council, the umbrella group in Abu Dhabi for the community. And I said, you know, we have to also diagnose what the problems are and see how we can intervene. Yun yung tunay na intervention, hindi yung sinabi lamang na pang press release na intervention. No, we have to be very serious about how we do things because we are in an international environment. Right. Yeah. Yung international perspective, yun ang global Filipino. Iiwanan muna natin yung ating nakaugalian because wala tayo sa ating kinamulatan. Tayo ay nasa ibang bayan. Right. So kailangan ibagay. That's true. Yun ang pagiging global Filipino. Sa aking palagay.
For the sake of curiosity nga pala sa ating mga viewers, taga saan nga po ba si Amba?
Malalaman mo naman sa tatas ng aking pananagalog.
Nawala tayo ng part.
Nawala tayo.
Ako po ay pinanganak sa Lucena City, sa Quezon Province.
Alright.
Well, maraming salamat po. Thank you very much, Amba, for gracing our first episode, ang ating pilot episode dito sa The Global Filipino Show.
Yes, I cannot be be more than thankful, really, and I'm so honored to have been given the task for the show to be with my co-host to actually interview you, ma'am.
It's my honor.
An inspiration.
Thank
it is
so
actually
much.
our honor. Maraming salamat po.
It's a mutual
Thank you so much po.
Thank you very much.
Well, this time mga ka-global, babatiin muna natin ating mga kaibigan na nanonood sa atin via live streaming. By the way, don't forget to like the Facebook page, official Facebook page of the Global Filipino Show. Hanapin nyo lang po yan sa inyong Facebook at pakiclick ang button na nagsisays ng like.
Yeah, so mga ka-global, mag-like na sa The Global Filipino Show. At ngayon naman, ay babatiin na namin ang aming mga tagapanood. So una, well, I'm sorry, but I have to greet my sister. She has been watching since we started. And in fact, I've been looking forward for this. Lax Olvido Hinojales, thank you, sister, for being with us.
Well, akala mo, sister mo lang, yung asawa ko naman nanonood. Hello to Winderain from Sharjah and to my two kids, Jael and Jadi. Hello also to Gabriel John Rimando, si Sir Gab, by the way, the Filipino Institute. We've got there also Elton Lipanta, the bag painter. Maraming salamat. Thank you very much. Jaire Gavinia, by the way, is also watching. And Zil Oms. We've got there also Dexter Modesto.
Right.
And at sa lahat na. Parang ang hirap i-greet lahat. Sa lahat natin mga viewers.
And here I am saying, seeing some wave from the Ilonggo Club. Yes, mga kabayan or mga ka-Ilonggo ko dira. So, mayong hapon, kag salamat gid sa pagtanaw. At
sa lahat ng mga kaibigan na mga Bisaya din, hindi ako magpapahuli, di ba? Sa lahat ng mga Cebuanos at sa lahat ng mga Bisaya, maayong adlaw kaninyong tanan, daghang salamat sa pagtanaw sa among pilot episode.
Right. So I think at this point, partner, we would like to really just give our audience some more surprises.
Yes.
So mayroon balita ko, mayroon tayo dyan mga panalo sa raffle sa ating pagbabalik dito sa
The Global Filipino Show.
Hi, ako si Dane para sa The Global Filipino Show. Hi, ako si Melody para sa The Global Filipino Show.
Hi, ako po si Glubinter para sa The Global Filipino Show.
I'm Claire from The Global Filipino Show. Hi, ako po si May para sa The Global Filipino Show. Hi, I'm Annalyn from The Global Filipino Show.
Yo, yo, yo! What's up mga ma'am and sir? My name is Kenneth. Welcome to The Global Filipino Show.
Hi, ako si Wine para sa The Global Filipino Show.
Hi, I'm Mervin from The Global Filipino Show.
Hi, ako po si Abigail para sa The Global Filipino Show.
As promised, mga ka-global, mayroon po kami ditong 4 na scholarship vouchers brought to us by the Filipino Institute. And this is actually giving the lucky viewer 25% scholarship from any of the courses that FI offers.
So, sa lahat ng courses nila?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, sa lahat ng courses, partner. So, I think we're being cued by Direct to give out these prizes ngayon na.
Okay, ang first winner natin, ibibigay natin kay Mr. Elton Lipanta. Maraming salamat, Elton. And we've got there also Zil Oms, and we have there also Dexter Modesto. Congratulations! We're going to be in contact with you on Facebook on how to claim your 25% voucher discount, rather.
Mayroon pa isa, partner. Right. So, mayroon pang isa, partner. So,
meron
one
pang
more.
isa. Meron pang isa. Sandali lang. Ang naghahanap pa ng pangalan. Okay, congratulations kay... Sino ba to? Ang hirap basahin eh. Okay. Hindi ko mabasa. Anyways, maya-maya ng konti. Pwede naman nating i-reveal din later on sa ating Facebook page ang mananalo sa ating 4th 25% scholarship ng Filipino Institute.
Yes, there you go. So I hope you will keep on tuning to the Global Filipino Show, which will be aired every week.
Every week po yan. Pagka you have to watch out sa ating mga guests na paparating every single week. Dito lang yan sa ating pinakahihintay na show, ang kwento ng tagumpay.
Yes, ang kwento ng tunay na tagumpay ng mga Filipino.
Again, do watch out in the coming weeks. Ako po si John Luna.
At ako naman si Lou Olvido Paroco para sa
The Global Filipino Show. Paalam!
Paalam!